the Fourier transform f of lambda. Similar thing. Fourier transform of f of lambda of this function is. So simply apply the formula, you'll get the option. Here, see here, the interval Fourier transform, that is not interval actually, it should be inverse here. Inverse Fourier transform fx defined on, this is infinity actually, that is not alpha, minus infinity to infinity of f of lambda is this. So inverse Fourier transform means what? Inverse Fourier transform is the value of f of x. Acha, they have asked the inverse Fourier transform with the value of f of lambda is this. So what is the formula? F of x is equals to 1 upon 2 pi integral from minus infinity to infinity f of lambda e raised to I lambda x d lambda. And on substitution of this in terms of cos and sine and this as a given, we can get the correct option. Such questions will be for 2 marks. A bit linear. Fourier sine and cosine integral representation. So same thing, just like the Fourier transform and integral, where we have to use the formulas. So I'm not going to discuss in detail this. For example, 10th, the Fourier sine integral representation of this function. So sine integral representation is given to be this. With the help of that, they have asked sine transform. So क्या होगा sine transform? ये वाला. Isn't it? Because when I write the Fourier sine integral representation, fx is equals to 2 by pi integral from 0 to infinity fs of lambda sine of lambda x d lambda, right? So if I compare this and this, I'll get this to be f of lambda. So you should know the formulas to compare. So here directly we have to apply the sine transform formula. So that is fs of lambda is integral from 0 to infinity f of u sine of lambda u du. So this interval we have to split according to the function. 0 to infinity can be written as 0 to pi and pi to infinity. So that is 0 to pi. In that interval, f of u is equal to be pi by 2 sine lambda u du plus pi to infinity, that is integral from pi to infinity, and into that function value is 0. So integral is also 0. Self is integration. So pi by 2 times integration of sine lambda is minus cos of lambda u upon lambda from 0 to pi. So when I substitute upper limit, that will be pi by 2 times minus cos of lambda pi upon lambda minus at lambda equal to 0, cos 0 will be 1, 1 upon lambda. So that will be the option, 1 minus cos t. Lambda pi 1 minus cos. Yes. Yes. Okay. Is this okay, everyone? Is this okay to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So I move to the next topic. That is statistics and probability. Next slide. Actually, stat is unit number 3 and probability is unit number 4. Okay, so these are simply the formula-based theory questions. If the data is presented in the form of frequency distribution, then arithmetic mean. What is the formula for arithmetic mean? It is So we have given the frequency distribution. That means formula must be in terms of f. So summation of fx upon summation of f, that is n. So that is the formula of arithmetic mean. For the data presented in the form of frequency distribution, mean deviation formula. Is it mean deviation? It is mean of deviation. Remember. And what is deviation? Deviation किसको बोलते हैं हम? It is x minus a. किसी particular value से उसका distance will be deviation. So सभी deviations का mean will take a mod. Its mean means summation of f into that upon summation of f. So that is C option. Mean means average. So that is why we are taking summation upon n. Just a minute. Let me switch on the fan. Yes. Sorry. If the data is presented in the form of frequency distribution, then the standard deviation. So what is the formula of standard deviation? Yes. Just square root, na? Okay. What is the formula of variance? Variance is क्या होता है? Square of standard deviation. So that will be this. Coefficient of variation, CV. So what is the formula of CV? It is sigma upon arithmetic mean into 100. You should know what this formula is. Okay. If the data is presented in the form of frequency distribution, then earth movement mu r about arithmetic mean is given by what? Which is the correct option? Tell me. D. D is the correct option. And the first moment means r is equal to 0. So what that is equals to? For r is equal to 1, we can write it as f of 1 by n summation f of x minus x bar. So when I split this summation, I'll get 1 by n to summation of fx minus 1 by n into summation of x bar. But this is constant. I can write outside the summation. So minus 1 by n into x bar summation over I, where I varies from 1 to n. So that is actually 1 ka n times summation is n, and that n and this n will get cancelled. And this is the formula of what? X bar. So x bar minus this x bar will be 0. So as we know, first moment is always 0. If mu1 dash and mu2 dash are the first two moments, which are wrong moments, then the relation or the what is the formula for mu2? So this is the correct option here. Mu2 is equals to mu2 dash minus mu1 dash square. Similarly, mu3 is equals to, it will start from mu3 dash. So mu3 dash minus 3 times mu2 dash mu1 dash plus 2 times mu1 dash cube. Is this right? Next mu4 and so on. So with the help of the same formula, we have been asked few questions further. If mu1 dash be the first moment of distribution about any number a, then arithmetic mean is given by. So that is actually arithmetic mean x bar actually there is a relation. Mu1 is equals to not mu1 dash. Sorry. What is the formula of mu1 dash? Mu1 dash is equals to 1 upon n summation of f into x minus a raised to 1. So when I split the summation here, 1 upon n summation of fx minus a by n summation of f. And that is again n. This will get cancelled. This is actually x bar. So x bar minus a is what? Mu1 dash. So यहाँ से x bar पूछा है हमें. So that will be mu1 dash plus a, right? X bar is first. The second moment mu2 about mean is always what? What is mu2? Mu2 is क्या होता है mu2? Sigma square ना? What is the formula of mu2? mu2 is 1 upon n summation f into x minus x bar square, right? If I take the square root on both sides, then what is this? This is standard deviation, sigma. So root of mu2 is sigma. So mu2 is equals to what? Sigma square, and that is nothing but variance. So C option. ऐसे ही खेलना है हमें options के साथ. So coefficient of skewness we have been asked. What is the coefficient of skewness formula? Beta 1 is yes mu3 square upon mu2 cube. Beta 2 coefficient of kurtosis is mu4 upon mu2 square. So this is the correct option. mu3 square upon mu2 cube. And beta 2 का क्या होगा? mu4 upon mu2 square. For a distribution, coefficient of skewness beta 2 is okay. Beta 2 is given to be 2.5. Then the distribution they have asked. So as we know, if beta 2 is equal to 0, L and N, right? L and N, leptokurtic, mesokurtic, L and P. So this will be a normal curve. If beta 2 is equal to 0, then that will be M. If beta 2 is less than 3, then that will be leptokurtic curve. And if beta 2 is greater than 3, then that will be platykurtic curve. So this is less than 3. So the curve is leptokurtic. Check this out. Let me check it out. Yes. If beta 2 equal to 3, then the curve is normal curve, which is mesokurtic. If beta 2 is less than 3, then the curve is platykurtic. And if beta 2 is greater than 3, then the curve is peaked curve, leptokurtic. Peaked curve, isn't it? हम कैसे करते हैं? More peaked or normal or एकदम flat curve. So this is platykurtic, this is mesokurtic, and this is this is leptokurtic, mesokurtic, and platykurtic. Flat curve is called platykurtic. Here this is greater than 3. So the curve is, for greater than 3, the curve is platykurtic. Okay. 17th, first 4 moments of a distribution about the mean are given to be this. So about the mean means mu1, mu2, mu3 and mu4. About any value matlab, if it is any value, about any value, then those moments will be dashes, mu1 dash, mu2 dash, mu3 dash and mu4. So don't get confused here. So we have given these first central moments, first 4, and then they have asked about the standard deviation. So as we know, mu2 kya hota hai? Square of standard deviation. So we just have to take the square root of mu2, that is 4. Okay. Standard deviation of these 3 numbers. So what is the formula of standard deviation? Summation of f, frequency is not given, summation of x minus x bar square upon n. N is 3. So we have to take its, we have to find its x bar. X bar is sum of, that is 30 upon 3. That is 10. X bar is 10. So we have to subtract this x bar from each of these. So 9 minus 10 is minus 1 plus 10 minus 10 0. Sorry, minus 1 ka square, because it's square. 0 square plus 11 minus 10, 1 ka square. So that upon 3. So that is 2 by 3. Is that the option? So actually standard deviation they have asked. So that is square root of 2 by 3. Is this okay to everyone? Hello? Yes. So just go through these questions and skip some similar questions. So here the standard deviation and arithmetic mean of distribution are given to be. So here we have given this is standard deviation and this is arithmetic mean. So coefficient of variation they pass. So we know the formula of CV. CV is equal to sigma upon x bar into 100. Isn't it? So 12 upon this into 100, that will be your answer. Very simple. The standard deviation and arithmetic mean ka table diya hai yahan. With the help of that, which is the more stable observation? So when do we say the observation is stable observation? Yes. If we compare the CVs of each, if we take one more column, if we calculate the CV of x, y, z, जिसका CV less होगा, that is more stable. CV मतलब होता क्या है? कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ वेरिएशन, जो ज्यादा वेरी नहीं करता है, जो अपने ऑब्जर्वेशंस में ज्यादा वेरिएशन नहीं रखता है, that is more stable observation. So always remember, among 3, जिसका CV less होगा, that is your option. Is this clear? So that is possible to calculate within 2 minutes. 24 देखो, arithmetic mean of 4 number is this 16. Okay, arithmetic mean is given to be 16. One item 20 is replaced by 24. So what is the new arithmetic mean? This is again very easy question. हमें दिया है x bar is equal to 16. That what is x bar is? X bar is arithmetic mean of 4 number x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4, and that upon 4. So the sum of those 4 number x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 will be 48, right? When I take this to the left. So एक नंबर जो है ये यहाँ 20 था पहले, तो यहाँ से I'll get x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus 20 is 48. तो यहाँ से मुझे मिलेगा x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equals to what? 48 minus 20, that is 28. अभी मैं फिर से 24 ऐड करूंगा, x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus 24 is equal to 24 plus 28. How much it is?
52.
52. Right. And when I divide both sides by 4, that will be the arithmetic mean, new arithmetic mean. So how much it is? 17. No? Right? Next. So these are the similar questions. You just go through this. Very easy. Now the examples on correlation and regression. Covariance. So what is variance? Variance hota hai sigma square, that is summation of x minus x bar square upon n. So instead of this square, we have the two multiplication of two brackets, one in terms of x and one in terms of y. So that is summation of x minus x bar into y minus y bar upon n. That is the formula of covariance. So what is the correct option? That is B option. So not B, that will be A option. Coefficient of correlation between the two variables x and y is given to be R is equals to covariance of xy upon sigma x into sigma y. Range of R. So R is always lies between -1 to 1. Line of regression of y on x is y minus y bar into R into sigma y by sigma x, x into x bar. X on y is x minus x bar R into sigma x upon sigma y. Slope of the regression line. So this is of y on x, no? So that is, this is the slope which is byx, and slope of x on y is this one. In line of regression byx is what? Byx is this, and यहाँ जब मैं r की value substitute करता हूँ, what is r? R देखो, r is covariance upon sigma x sigma y into sigma y upon sigma x. So this will get cancelled. Sigma x into sigma x, sigma square. So what is the correct option? This one. Right. Similarly, इसके केस में क्या होगा? Sigma y square का डिनोमिनेटर. ठीक है, bxy and byx are the regressional coefficients. Then the r of xy in terms of these two regressional coefficient is the product of these two. So just go through these questions. Let's have some probability questions. A throw is made up with 2 dice, then the probability of getting score of 10 points. So these are simply based on the basic probability distribution. Probability of A is number of favorable outcome upon total outcomes. So what are the total outcomes here? The die is made up with 2 dice. So if we make a sample space, there will be 36 events in the sample space. And out of, I mean, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 6 means one die space will be 1 and other die space will be 1. First die space is 1 and second die space will be 2, like this. So and so on, 6, 1 up to 6, 6. So that is 36. And out of this 36, we want the score to be 10. So what are the favorable outcomes here for getting the score to be 10? It will be 5 plus 5. I mean, first die will give 5 and the second die will give 5. Then 4, 6 also will be there and 6, 4, right? So these are, I think, the only 3 cases which gives exactly 10 points, right? So that is my favorable outcome. So what is the number of favorable outcome? 3 upon 36. Okay. At least 10 बोला यार. So at least 10 means what? 10 भी होगा, 11 भी होगा and 12 भी होगा. So these 3 conditions plus what? 11 के लिए क्या होगा? 6, 5, 5, 6. And 12 के लिए क्या होगा? 6.
Six.
So 6 total favorable outcomes. So 6 by 36 is the required probability. ठीक है. At most होता तो क्या होता? At most के लिए
10 के नहीं.
हाँ 10 तक. Score to be 10 तक. So is it possible manually? Manually possible होगा लेकिन वो काउंट करना पड़ेगा. Instead of that, for at most के लिए क्या करेंगे हम? 1 minus at least वाला subtract करने के लिए, है ना? तो we'll get the at most. ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. The probability that a leap year selected at random will contain 53 Sundays. इसका probability पूछा है. So as we know, in normal year we have 365 days, and in leap year we have 366 days. And in a week we have 7 days. So if we divide by 7, we will get something 53 point something. So in 360, I mean 364. When I divide by 7, that will be 53. Exactly 53. Okay. So there are 53 weeks and plus ये जो एक extra है, ये एक and ये एक. So there will be 2 extra days in leap year, right? Am I right? 364 plus 2 in a leap year. So these are the 2 extra days in leap year. So actually one is only the extra day because our total years are 365. But when I divide the division, it's 360, right? So 53 weeks means 53 Mondays, isn't it? And from these 2 days, what are the possibilities to get Monday here? So we have to make the possibilities. Either if the day is Sunday, Monday, Sunday, Monday, then Monday, Tuesday, then Tuesday, Wednesday, then Wednesday, Thursday, then Thursday, Friday, then Friday, Saturday, then Saturday, Sunday, right? So what are the possibilities containing Sundays? First and last, right? There are only the 2 possibilities. Among how many possibilities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2 possibilities out of 7 will gives what? Sorry. This is I think 2, no? 7.
52
so
weeks.
52 weeks. Sorry, 52 weeks and plus. Okay, so 52 Mondays will be fixed there. From 53, 52 Mondays will be fixed. Only one Monday. Oh, sorry, only one Sunday will be, for that Sunday will be having this much probability. So 2 by 7 is the answer. Two cards are drawn from a well-shuffled pack of 52 cards. If the first card drawn is replaced, then the probability that both are king card. So actually 2 cards हमें निकालना है. So first card drawn का probability क्या होगा? 4 by 52, right? ये है first card drawn. Because there are 4 king cards. 4 king cards. So that is why 4 by 52 is the probability of getting first king card. Now, if I am not replacing that drawn king card in the first draw, then there will be 3 king cards totally in a suit of 51, right? So for the second draw, this will be the probability of king card getting king card if the first king card is not replaced. But if the first king card is replaced, then again there will be 4 king cards and total 52. So this will be the probability of getting king cards in both the draw. So 4 by 52 into 4 by 52 will be the required probability. 1 by 13 into 1 by 13. That is 1 upon 169. If the card drawn is not replaced, then what will be the probability? That will be 4 by 52 into 3 by 51. That will be answer. This is again very interesting. An envelope contains 6 tickets. Ek envelope mein there are 6 tickets bearing the numbers 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, these are the 6 tickets. Another envelope contains 4 tickets. एक में 6 tickets है 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And second envelope contains 4 tickets 1, 3, 5, 7. ठीक है. An envelope is chosen at random. So there are 2 steps. पहले तो हमें envelope choose करना है, and then from the chosen envelope we have to find the probability that ticket bears the number 2 or 7 or. So what are the possibilities to choose the envelope? There are 2 envelopes. From 2 envelopes we have to select 1. So 1 by 2 is the probability into. From the chosen envelope, what is the probability? Suppose first envelope is chosen. Then what is the probability of getting 2 or 7?
2 by 6.
2 by 6. 2 ka probability will be 1 by 6, na? And 7 ka probability will be 1 by 6. So that will be 2 by 6. Right? Plus, if the second envelope chosen, what is the probability of choosing second envelope? It is again 1 by 2 into, from the second envelope, what is the probability of getting 2 or 7? So only 7 is the card there. Yeah, ticket is there. So that will be 1 by 4. So how much it is? 1 by 6 plus 1 by 8. Examples on probability distribution. In a binomial probability distribution, probability of R success in n trials is, so what is the formula of binomial probability distribution? It is n choose R, p raised to R, q raised to n minus R. What is the mean of binomial distribution? NPQ. Mean of binomial distribution is NPQ. And what is variance? Actually, mean is NP and variance is NPQ. I have to check it. Mean is NP and variance is NP. NPQ होता है binomial में, and in Poisson it is NP only. Mean and variance are coincides. ठीक है. Standard deviation of binomial distribution is, standard deviation क्या होता है? Square root of variance. So square root of NPQ. An unbiased coin is thrown 5 times. Probability of getting 3 heads is So n is 5 and r is 3. So binomial probability P of NPR is NCR P raised to R. Coin is thrown. For unbiased coin, what is P? P is 1 by 2. So P raised to R, Q raised to N minus R. So that is your answer. इसको calculate करो, that will be your answer. 20% of bolt produced by machine are defective. The probability that out of 3 bolts chosen at random, 1 is defective. So we have been asked to find the probability of out of 3 chosen, 1 is defective. So substitute these values with P is given to be 20%, that is 0.2. So from this you can calculate Q, which is 0.8. Right? Substitute these values into the binomial formula, you'll get the answer. Sir, similar questions. Mean and variance is given. This is mean. What is mean of binomial distribution? It is NP. And variance क्या होता है? NPQ. तो यहाँ से क्या पूछा है? The mean and variance of binomial distribution are this respectively. Then P का value पूछा है. P. So NP का value है 4. So 2 is equal to 4 Q. तो यहाँ से Q मिल जाएगा मुझे. Q is 1 by 2, right? So P plus Q is equal to 1 by 2. So P is equal to 1 by 2 minus Q. Sorry, 1. Here it is 1. 1 minus Q. 1 minus by 2. That is 1 by 2. Q is 1 by 2. But here it is, there is no option. For P greater than or equal to 2 बोला है. P greater than or equal to 2 के लिए क्या होगा ये? P of R greater than or equal to 2 can be written as 1 minus P of R is strictly less than 2. So that is 1 minus P of R equal to 0 plus P of R is equal to 1. है ना? तो ये सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दो, you'll get the option. P is half and Q is half. Substitute into the binomial formula, you'll get the option. If Z is equal to NP, then the formula of Poisson probability distribution is what? E raised to minus Z, Z raised to R upon R factorial. Unit number 4, vector differentiation. So if r bar of t is a position vector, then what is dr bar by dt? It represents velocity. Or for the r bar of t position vector, then dr bar by dt represents what? Tangent vector to the curve, right? If r bar of t is given to be this, no. Why these people are hiding their attendance? Not accepted. Okay, with the position vector of particle moving along the curve, then dr bar by dt represents what? The velocity. Double derivative represents acceleration. This is simply the product rule of derivative. That is derivative of u bar, or u bar into derivative of v plus v bar into derivative of u. That into is dot product here. Similarly, that into is cross product here. So if r bar is equal to this, then r cap is given by. So if we substitute the expression for r bar is r into r cap, then r will get cancelled out from both sides and we'll get r cap expression, which is cos theta I cap plus I sine cos theta I cap plus sine theta j cap. For this given curve x, y, and z, tangent vector, that is, we have to first of all express this in terms of r bar. That is, r bar is equal to xi plus yj plus zk. Substitute x, y, z into this and then take the derivative of that with respect to t at t equals to 1 and 2. So both will be the tangent vectors. For the curve, angle between the tangents. So first of all, express this in terms of r bar, differentiate it, that will be a tangent vector, and that tangent vector at this point will be t1 bar and at this point will be t2 bar. And then the question is, find the angle between the tangents. So what is the angle? Cos theta is equals to t1 bar dot t2 bar upon magnitude of t1 bar into magnitude of t2 bar. That will be the angle. We have seen the expression for this. If r bar dot dr bar equal to 0, then r bar has constant magnitude. If cross product is 0, then r bar has constant direction. Okay. But here dot product is given to be 0, therefore it will have constant magnitude. Oh, so these are the rules. Next is gradient divergence curl of a directional and directional derivative. So vector differential operator del is defined to be I cap times partial derivative with respect to x plus j cap times. So A option is the correct one. Yes. Gradient of a scalar point function del phi का क्या definition होगा? That will be again a vector. D option. For the level surface phi equal to c, gradient phi represents what? That grad phi represents what? Yes, it will be a normal vector to the surface. Suppose this is your level surface phi, then grad phi will be a normal to the surface. This is simply the product rule. F bar is given to be this, then divergence of F bar will be what? Dot product of del and F bar, that is this, the option. And the curl of F bar will be what? Curl of F bar. क्या होगा? C option, del cross F bar. A rigid body rotating with a constant angular velocity omega bar about the fixed axis. If v bar is the linear velocity of a point, then curl of v bar will be twice the angular velocity. Is 2 omega bar. That's the standard relation we have seen. Vector field is said to be solenoidal if what? The dot product is 0. And it is irrotational if what? The curl is 0. Directional derivative का formula पूछा है. So what is the for the surface phi? What is the directional derivative del phi dot u cap at point P? Sorry, at point P. So C is the option. Maximum magnitude of the directional derivative of a scalar point function phi is given by mod of del phi. Maximum directional derivative of a scalar point function is in the direction of normal, of course, normal. Okay, so these are the questions here we have been asked. Phi is given, del phi is given, then the maximum value of the direction. So इसका सिर्फ simply mod लेना है आपको. So mod of this will be square root of 1 plus 1 plus 9. So that will be root 11. R bar is given, R is given. What is del R? So del R is basically R bar upon R. There is a standard relation. Phi is given, A bar is given, del phi dot A cap they have asked. So this is very easy. Just take a del of this and take the dot product of that del phi with this A bar, you'll get the option. Oh, I think your exam time is 2:30, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So shall we stop or continue? What do you think? Yes, do you want to continue or do you want to stop here? Tell me. Sagar, what do you want? Sagar,
So we should stop, sir.
we should stop. Because again, what 2.5 hour exam will be there, right? 2.5 or 1.5? 1.5, I think.
1.5.
Yes. So for the topics are very easy actually. I've asked only the theoretical questions, mostly theoretical questions on further topics. So don't worry. Okay. $74 is attendance here. Now tell me.
Google form was sir preliminary exam MCQ based.
Yes, Google form. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So let's have a final attendance.